You recently helped with a DCPI, a church planter training conference in Mexico City. And how was the response, and how's the implementation of those church planting principles going in Mexico?
Well, DCPI has really, in a practical and philosophical way, revolutionized the way that many of our people see missions. The idea that common people, God would call them and equip them to be able to plant a church is very inspiring and very exciting to them. In Mexico City last month, we trained 14 church planters. Out of the 14, 4 of them already have plans, already have a location, a city in mind, and one of them began work in his target location this month.
We're talking a lot here in the States about churches multiplying, in other words, churches planting churches. Do you have a lot of that going on in Mexico? Church A starting Church B, giving birth to a new congregation?
Well, I'm really glad you asked that question, because in Mexico, we really don't know any other way to do missions. Since the very beginning of the BMA in Mexico, all of our works have been churches planting new missions. In fact, we can see through the configuration of our churches that our association in Mexico has 48 churches, but it has almost twice that many, or more than twice that many missions, being that most churches have at least 1 or 2 missions that they're working with in their immediate area.
Well, that's great news. And you're going to be on furlough now for about 6 weeks. Is there any one particular need that you have, or some project that you're going to be working on while you're here in the States?
Well, the very first thing that we always need on the mission field is prayer. And I firmly believe, and I think that God's confirmed this in our life in a very practical way, that your faithfulness here in the United States reflects on our protection and our provision in every area of work in ministry, wherever we would be in the world, in this particular instance in Mexico. But there are a few things that we are working on. One of them is the village of Atlapesco. There's a mission there that's 4 years old. They're running about between 35 and 50 people in their Sunday services, and have purchased property themselves. They've built the walls to their church, and we're looking to put a roof on that church. The budget for that, or the budget we would need to raise, is about $3,000 to do that. So that's one of the projects that we're working on this summer.
Well, thank you, Grady, for spending this short time with us, and welcome to the States on furlough.
Thank you, Phil.
And we'll be looking forward to hearing from you. And again, thank you for joining us on this great CoMission podcast.